All right, thanks folks for joining us again on a Family Through Service, a V2VG video podcast. We are in the Durango.
In the Durango.
Not in the car this time. You might see some of this frilly shit. It's from the boss. But I'll probably edit it out, so you might just see me making weird.
Looking like you're casting a spell or something.
Yeah, but be that as it may. So the audio should be better this time because we have the lapel mics in.
Yeah, last time we just did it by the
GoPro. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we are on our return trip from White River Junction, Vermont, right?
Yeah.
So we went down to, not the VA this time, because there's a VA that we both go to there.
Yeah.
Although this place is right next to the VA in White River Junction, Vermont. So if any of the people who watch this, any of the veterans who watch this, or their caregivers, go to the White River Junction, Vermont VA facility, pay attention, because there is a Project New Hope facility there, Project New Hope Vermont facility, right within 5 minutes of the VA, White River Junction.
Yeah, it's great, you know.
And we met some cool people here today.
And unfortunately, there's nothing like that up in the North Country where we're at.
Right.
So, you know, but doing what we do and making relationships and with other organizations, we took the trip for 8 families. Is that what we ended up
Yep,
doing?
8 families. Yep. And the whole back is full.
Yes.
All of it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of weight and food back there.
But
and other things, other supplies.
The 2 young ladies that we met there that were running it today were just phenomenal.
Yes.
Great sense of humor, great sense of American pride. One being the daughter of a veteran, of a Marine. So it was really, really a good experience, I think, for both of us.
Yeah, we can put the pictures up.
Yeah.
Tiffany and Jen. I called her Jan, but it's not Jan. It's Jen.
But she'll answer to either.
But she'll answer to either.
That's what
we were told. And I believe
think
Jen was the one who started the whole thing in Vermont.
And I think your Jen, the boss, has someone of equal height there with
Tiffany.
So maybe we'll have to do like a dwarves war or something. And
we dress them up as elves and do a Christmas giveaway for our Christmas baskets.
Elves Gone Wild.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. That would go over real well with the boss.
I tell you, you know, just what great people, what a great organization. Unfortunately, they're kind of in a weird location. It is a little tricky to get to, but other than that, I mean, they have so much stuff, so much food and things that are restocked, and
they have baby supplies.
Not only that, but clothes for kids and adults, backpacks with school supplies in them. It's just like, wow, unbelievable what they do there. Yeah,
they have. They have formula and diapers, adult diapers. They have bed pads. I mean, all kinds of stuff you could think of, from food, toilet paper to frozen food to meats, rice.
Absolutely, yeah.
We'll take a picture of some of the selections that we get. And we did put up a video. The first time we went, Jen and I went, and we met with Heaven. And we did a video on that, and I'll link it to this video in the description. And
she's the one who runs it, right?
I think she's one of the people who run it. Yeah.
And she wasn't there today because she was at a meeting.
Yeah, she was at a meeting, and the meeting is important.
You know, and as all meeting, right? I mean, if somebody says there's a meeting,
you got to go to it.
People tend to think importance, right?
Yeah, and this meeting is particularly important because they're considering shutting this location down due to lack of not lack of commitment, but lack of activity at this location, because a lot of veterans aren't making use of this facility and the things that it has. And I think that has to do with a lot of veterans not knowing that it's there, frankly.
Yeah, and I think there are 2 very big variables here. One, like I said, the location is a little tricky.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
Thank you.
That was the other boss telling us which way to go. The other one that we came across was very strange, was they're not allowed to advertise for themselves. They're not allowed to promote their location, who they are, and things like that.
Yeah.
Which is very strange, because I mean, I think that if they went and they put flyers down or had once a month went down to the White River Junction.
Yeah, I put flyers at the VA. That would be perfect spot for it because they're right there. But that's okay because that's where we come in.
Yeah, we'll just do it for them.
We'll do it for them. We don't answer to anybody but ourselves.
And the boss.
And the boss, which is part of who we are, but that's okay. So we want to make sure that we tell as many of our veterans and their families about this location and the wonderful people that work there and what they can do for them and for their families. And it's free. There is a sign-in sheet kind of thing that you have to do every month, but it's not, they don't ask you any really identifying information other than what's your name, address, phone number, and how many people are in your household.
Yeah.
Really.
Basically. One thing I thought was really interesting, never came across with any type of a food shelter, so to speak, as a place that's giving away food.
Yeah.
They asked about allergies such as gluten and stuff, which was really nice because we have a family who have 2 people who are gluten free, and
they were concerned about food allergies as opposed to just take what you get and then figure it out as you go, which is one method, but being concerned about food allergies and it's enough for it to be present is nice.
Absolutely, and I mean, how full they fill these boxes and everything.
Insulated bags and everything for the food that's cold. So
it's just, they were just great people.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like shit stuff. Like, I mean, they had like some pretty decent name brand foods.
Yeah.
They had the baby stuff was like from Baby Gap and like Abercrombie and all these
like really
decent places.
And some parents don't care about that stuff. I never really did, especially not now after having a bunch of kids.
Kids don't care themselves.
Kids certainly don't care, but as new parents, by my experience, tend to care on behalf of their kids, I guess. But they do have name brand stuff, and it's nice because they're donors. I was talking to Jen at the Project New Hope. She was saying that the donors of this place, want to make sure that they are provided with good things, and none of the food and things like that are expired. I was checking; it's all nice. And like sometimes when you go to food pantries, you get expired food or
crushed
past
boxes
its best by date, if not expired.
Yeah.
This is all, which doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just, you know what I'm saying. But this is all within its best by date.
Yeah.
So that just for more peace of mind for those who are particular about those things.
And one of the things too that I thought was really cool that they had that I haven't seen at a pantry type place is snacks. Like they had all the food groups, but then they had like an area just for snacks. Which was,
even soda.
School kids.
Yeah, they had like
kids.
fruit mix, trail mix. They had chips. They had sodas, and some different sodas than you might expect. They had like the Pepsi and stuff, but then they had like the LaCroix seltzer, and then I got one. There was one individual bottle for Jacob, and it was strawberry soda, but it was Captain Eli's something out of Maine, I think.
What is Jacob called? The LaCroix?
The crux.
So I mean, there's always a teaching moment, right?
Yeah. So I said no, it's LaCroix, but whatever. But they do have a snack section, so they have such a variety of things. It's all well organized, neat, clean. It's not all over the place. Everything's in a section. The pasta's in one section, the cereals in one section, the rice, whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's all, and then they have the food items in one room, right? And then they have the baby things and the detergents and the sanitizers and stuff, and not in a separate area, but in a completely separate room.
Yeah.
In the same building.
I gotta say, it's probably one of the most well organized.
I agree.
Pantry type places I've ever been. I mean.
And again, very pleasant people to work with.
Oh my goodness.
Heaven was pleasant. Tiffany and Jen were absolutely pleasant and wonderful to work with. They loaded up the boxes and they helped us bring it out there and to the Durango. You can kind of see the boxes back here probably. And just a great experience all around.
And we talked about our programs with them, which they were very attentive to hear about.
Yeah.
And there are programs that we both try and do, and we're trying to figure out different ways to collaborate, to work together. Since they have more resources than we do, and we have a lot more clients, as we're kind of forced to call them, our veterans, our people, then we do have resources. So it's really a great opportunity, to come like maybe once a month or once every 2 months to bring these families food from the North Country who normally couldn't get down there.
Yeah, and it's so if you're on your way to the VA at White River Junction once a month, you have to fill out another form. It takes you 2 seconds to do.
Oh yeah, so simple.
Stop in, call before you get there to make sure that they're open and that they're available. We'll put up in the description, we'll put their contact information.
It's like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Typically. Yeah.
And they said they're more than willing to stay late if people call in and let them know that, hey, I can't make it until 2 or whatever. Yeah. They're willing to do those favors as well.
So they're very accommodating people. They're just wonderful people. So we'll put all this information, especially in the details section of the video. Go there for the minutia, the detail, the phone numbers, names, numbers, addresses, and all that, and how to get there specifically. It's a little bit of a, because you got to go through 2 roundabouts, 2 rotaries to get there. It's a little kind of wonky
if you funky,
if you don't know the area. You might get turned around. It is in the GPS. You can find it via GPS, but even still, you might get the roundabout might kind of throw you for a loop. But we'll provide all that information for you in the description.
Yeah, and the GPS will get you to the road. And once you're on the road, go down to where you see the flagpole. You take a left, and then once you pass the flagpole is the first building on the right. And they normally have like a little A-frame.
Yeah, so all the buildings in this plaza are the same brick kind of building. So you go down and you'll see the address is 222. It's important that the building address is 222 because all the buildings look the same. You might be like, oh, where the hell is this? It's 222. Yep. All right. So, and then it's when you go in the front of the building, there's a little sign that says Project New Hope. You go through the main door, through the door that's there because it's just a hallway with doors on either side because there's multiple suites in this building. You go into the main vestibule. And then currently the door is painted blue, right? Yeah. You go through that door, you go down the hallway, and they're down there on the left.
Yep. Well, they have one on the left and then the baby room on the right. Yeah.
So the first one you'll come up to is on the left, and you'll see there's a sign on the door, and it's open. The door is open, and you'll see somebody in there, and you won't miss it anyway because it's a room full of food.
Yeah. So, and they're normally right there. So.
It's great.
And if all goes well, next month we plan on going there maybe the 3rd week in October and possibly doing a small video interview with them.
Yeah, not a car ride interview, but an in-person interview.
Yeah,
right?
just kind of talk about who they are, their mission, why they're involved, and
why do they do what they do?
Exactly.
You guys know why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Simple. But why does Project New Hope, at least the Project New Hope Vermont office, why do they want to work at the pantry? Is it just a job? Do they have a mission? Do they, all those questions that we can hopefully get answered and see what's going on.
And as a early bird warning, we're heading into our holiday situation, so we got Thanksgiving boxes we're trying to fill, and Christmas boxes. We have about 14 box families we're trying to fill, so if anybody out there knows a family within the North Country area that is in need, that is a veteran, please contact us, let us know, and we'll hook the family up with a food box and Christmas food box as well. And
toys for Christmas. Don't forget the little ones, if you have little ones. All right, thanks folks for joining us, and we will talk to you again soon. Yep. Bye. 15 minutes. Perfection.
Nice.